In the name of Okwai, Odidibeni, I am that I am. So shall it be. Hello.
Ogbuefi, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Princess, on your camera. We are starting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Princess, on your camera, we are starting.
Okay.
Princess is not ready.
She's here, but I'm not
Yeah.
seeing her.
Yeah.
Hold on, Mazi. Yeah.
Okay.
Mama, on your camera. We dey wait for you. On your camera.
And let me know when you guys are ready.
Ogbuefi, you have to come. We're
Yeah.
not seeing your face.
So welcome.
Your face
Huh?
is not showing.
Huh?
I
Can I
think
see my
you're
face?
sitting. Yeah, your
Yeah.
face is not
Okay.
showing. It's
I
not.
think
Okay. Okay. Maybe
it's
I'm
very
against the
close.
light. Okay. Let me move on.
It's very
Yes.
close to the camera.
Yeah, yeah. You can
Okay.
shift back a bit. Yeah.
Let me see.
The dress a
Is
little
it better?
bit back.
No, go a bit
Huh?
back.
Dress back a bit. We can't see you.
Back.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Is it okay
It's
now?
okay, but we need a bit more. You can go back a bit. Because go back a
Is
bit.
it okay?
No, it's
A
not okay.
bit here. Okay. Is it okay?
No. Because if she comes in, if the other person, if we are four now, your face, you have to shift back a bit.
Okay. I should go back.
Yeah, because when
Is it
the
okay?
other sister, yeah,
Yeah,
let's her come. Let's see how it's going to be.
Is it
Let's
okay
see how
now?
it's going to be. For
yes.
now, I think it's okay. Oh my God.
Is it okay?
I think it's okay. Let's leave it like this for now. Yeah, let's see.
Or is it okay? Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay. When you want me to start, let me know.
Now we let you. Yeah, where is the princess? Let her come in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. I think we have to start. We'll
Okay.
enjoy our music later.
Okay.
Yeah. We're starting now, Mazi. Let me just do the proper introduction. Yes.
Okay.
I welcome you, everyone watching us, Biafrans, wherever you are watching us, I welcome you. Umuada, we are here again. Umuada Biafra, UBW, we are here again today with an exciting program, and we have a wonderful guest in our midst. But before we move on, I want to appreciate the owner of the music we played. We don't have Facebook, YouTube, we don't have right to that music. And I say, welcome once again. And as you're joining us, begin to share this program. I know that we are doing something different. Normally, this is not the normal time we normally do the program, but we just have to do some adjustments and you're going to get used to it. So today we are just doing something different, starting from a different time outside the normal time we normally broadcast. But it doesn't matter, share the program. Anytime you get across this program, watch it. And after watching the program, you share it. Welcome once again. Thank you so much. Now, before we go on, I want to introduce to us Mazi Ogbuefi Ezeana Ugochi. I'm going to introduce him and he's going to say hi to everyone watching us. I came across him. One wonder from America gave me his YouTube contact and I was listening to him. And in short, I'm addicted right now to his teachings. When I saw those teachings, I was so amazed. I was so amazed that I said that other people need to hear this. And that's the reason I invited him here today to come and teach us and open our eyes to so many things that are hidden. Mazi Ogbuefi Ezeana, I want you to greet the viewers and also do a little bit of introduction. Tell people who you are and what you stand for and why you are here today, why you decided to accept our invitation today.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Yes, I'm happy to be in this platform today. My name is Ogbuefi Ezeana Ugochi, or if there is a town from in Anambra State.
Okay.
I'm praised in Ugochi Tubelo Odinala Temple. Yeah, we normally do other spiritual work and also consultation. And also, I'm an Odinala evangelist. I'm very glad I was contacted to be part of this program today. I accepted it because it's an avenue for me to let our people all over the globe to understand the importance of Odinala and why we must go back to our roots. Maka ndị Igbo na-atụ ilu si ihe na-esi na nke onye akarịa. There is no way we human beings can be successful unless we come back to our roots. So if you are believe in me, pay attention to this program. You must learn one or two things that will actually help you in this journey of Igbo spirituality. And believe in me, if we Igbos can come back to our roots, believe in me, it will be better for us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Where is Princess? Thank you so much. You're welcome, Mazi, once again. You are welcome, and I believe today is not going to be your first and last. I know you will have more of you. But before we move on, I'm going to introduce my sisters to you. Where is Princess? First of all, let me introduce our sisters to you. And I want to introduce Princess Odonu Heje. Why am I always having a problem? It's our princess. She's from Idu, Igodo. You know the place they are calling Benin. Our people are there.
Yes.
Our princess has taught us so many things. She has told us that Igbo people are the owner of that land. She gave us a brief history of that place. So we are all sisters. We are Umuada. They call themselves Umuada, the same like we do. We share the same culture. We share everything, and we know that we are one people. But they have divided us by giving us different names. So I'm introducing Princess. Princess, please greet viewers and our visitor today, our guest.
Good morning, good afternoon, our viewer, Nigeria people. I greet all of una. Itu Umuada Biafra Land. I greet our visitor that comes to us today. May God Almighty and our ancestors bless you. All your heart desire, let them give it to you in the name of God Almighty and our ancestors.
He say. Yeah, and I'm introducing our beautiful sisters. She's a fashionist. You can see her. She's also from Idu Biafra Land. That's where she's from. We call her by the name Oyibo Wifey, and I would like her to greet our viewers also. Oyibo Wifey, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are watching me from. I am broadcasting all the way from Switzerland. I am Oyibo Wifey, daughter of light.
Yes.
I greet our guests, Chief Ogbuefi Ezeana Ugochi.
Yes.
Tubelu Oriai Fete. You are welcome to our program today. You don't need to laugh. I am not an Igbo. I'm just trying my best.
No,
welcome to our program today. I hope we're going to learn a lot today. And the viewers, you're all welcome. Thank you for watching. And also share the program. We appreciate you all. And welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my beautiful sisters. Thank you, my beautiful sisters. These are the Umuada. We are big. We have the ones behind the camera. And these are the ones that are broadcasting. These are the broadcasting team for now. I know that we're going to grow more. And I said, welcome once again, everyone, and welcome our viewers. Mazi, you are welcome. You know, while you were introducing yourself, you say you are Odinala evangelist. This is beautiful. I'm just hearing this for the first time. I think I'm going to adopt that word. Evangelist for Odinala. Beautiful. Today, you know, we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, sorry. We're going, the benefit of our Odinala and why we should return back to our roots. Because when you are
Yes.
introducing yourself, you made mention of we cannot be free in life. We can never get what we are looking for until we go back to our roots. I think that's our major problem, and that's the reason you are here. Yes. Mazi, please, we are all ears. We want to see, we want to hear what you have for us today, please. The floor is yours.
Okay. Yeah, viewers all over the world. Like as our today's team, the importance of coming back to our Odinala, our tradition, and the importance of coming, the benefit of coming back to our roots. The truth of the matter is that no nation, no race can be successful without embracing and organizing who they are and applying the moral standard of their race in order to worship the Almighty, the creator of the whole universe. Don't allow anybody to deceive you in the name of fame religion, telling you that your moral standard and the African tradition is worshiping an idol, or telling you that you to or demonizing our method of worship or our moral values. Please don't accept it. This is one of the ideas the Anyares, I prefer to call them Anyares instead of calling them the whites, are using to make our people feel inferior. The truth of the matter is that, let me give you a little bit example and analysis of what really happened in Africa. The first one of the strategy is to give Africans bad name, to tell us our own story where they want to do it, in order to call our moral standard and the African way of worshiping the whole universe evil, in order to lose theirs. The truth of the matter, when in 18th century, when the missionary was trying to come to Africa, especially in Nigeria, what they did is that they came initially for the Portuguese, they fell. Now they went back and come with more strategic method to coerce and they mislead false information, and they distorted our culture and the morals of who we are. They succeeded initially, they came with Asian. When they came to, I'll try to put your eye for you to see where the loopholes and where the strategy they came with. One came and tell us the story, 4 stories that we don't know our God, that our gods are evil and all sorts of things. Now they are trying to bring in their own. Initially, according to research I made, was there this revelation that when they came preaching their way of worship, they could not penetrate Africa. They went back to drawing board. And with the strategy of coming with education, they went to village head, the obese, telling people to go to send their children to schools so their children will learn how to communicate with the Oyibo and to know how to communicate and interact with the Oyibo. Our people, out of willingness, now they send their children. What they did is they locked their religion inside our school curriculum, course and care. When our children, our forefathers came for that knowledge of education, they now misled them by telling them to disobey their parents, not to follow their parents, to practice African tradition. That those things is idol worshipping and those things are evil. They call it all sorts of names. In other words, they misled some of our forefathers in order to accept their way of reasoning, being their religion. And no brain and the plan was to mislead our people and take what rightfully belongs. Let me tell you one thing. This even the Igbo that colonized this part of Africa. They are the same people that colonize India, colonize some of the Asian countries. Like example, in 2003, I was in India, and I was opportune to visit some of their temples and participated in some of their festivals. Believe me, these people, despite the fact that the same English people that colonize us, colonize them, but they maintain their moral and the religion aspect. But what really happened in our part of Africa, they took away everything. They took away our moral standard to those that is their full of not really moral. Today they call everything about us, telling them evil. But today they are still promoting lesbianism and all sorts of things. Those ones are not evil, but their own way of we have to live, they call them evil. What I'm telling you that what they took from us, in order for them to remain our Lord, to keep lording it over us. Now let me tell you what really happened. When they now told us to stop paying attention to ancestors, yet to use their own ancestors, telling us to call upon their ancestors in the name of sense. They canonize their own ancestors as sense, but we our own have our own ancestors call them names.
Wow.
And what I would like to give you, my grandfather was a rich man during his own time. He's an also title holder during his own time. He's a wealthy man to the extent that he borrowed a lot of money to some people during those times. But what they normally do is that he will give you money, you give him a land. You give me a land and give you. I remember one of the stories my father told me that his father told him that there is some certain family that borrowed money and gave him parcel of land. He told my grandfather told my father that whenever anybody from that lineage came for that particular land, they should collect that little money, as in now it's little money, let's say 200 naira. I remember the one that happened recently. This is 200 naira. That family returned 200 naira to us and took that vast land away because our forefathers said we should not add any on top of that money their great grandfather borrowed, collected from him.
Okay.
You get?
Yeah.
Man, for me, is a good man. You understand? But because this lifestyle of our forefathers, including yours, was not recorded. Therefore, they call them names, but for their own forefathers, they recorded the stories, call it life of saints. They were praising their own forefathers to the high heavens, telling you that their forefathers is so good, he fed the poor, forgetting that our own forefathers fed the poor. Are you getting me? Now they created a day, and they will call it the All Saints Day. There they celebrated their own forefathers. They are calling it the All Saints Day. But their own forefathers, they ask you not to celebrate your own forefathers and call your forefathers names. That they are evil and you agree with them. You demonize your forefathers. How many of us have set a day aside? A day we will celebrate our forefathers, even if you use it ordinary cooler. And I remember that in Africa, every African father normally scholar to pray and wish that his children to come will be greater than him. Showing love, average African man, his family, and wish well for his upcoming nation. Today, what are we paying them back with? Call them names. We commit a lot of desecration in their graves and tombs, calling them evil, bringing a lot of ignorant people and shout, and believing that the problem some people are facing in their families are their forefathers are the cause. But it's not true. Let me tell you what happened. If you dual forces, he says, my people are suffering because of ignorance. I can tell you a lot of people are suffering today because of ignorance. It's not as if their forefathers did what is more noble than what is happening now. But because some people on earth, because they are not properly guided, when they are growing up, they grew up as with politics. They didn't even know that it's very important for somebody to recognize his children being guided angel. We are not brought up that way. Therefore, a lot of people are not even paying that it is very important for you to recognize your ancestors. Even the Jews, they don't joke with their ancestors. They can go to war if you blaspheme anywhere against their ancestors. They will go to war. But we Africa, what we do, we gave in everything. That's exactly what these people committed. If you know the hatred and the racism that these people that colonize, they call themselves Anyaris, Africans, you know that they will never give us anything that is good. What they did is that during that time, why left Africa, there is so much agitation for them to leave African soil. What did they do? They brought their businessmen to come and buy all some of our corporate entities in order to remain connected with our resources. Take those resources back to their land. Check where they built train in olden days. Is where mineral resources were deposited. Their interest is taking people back to their land to develop their economy. Now, on top of that, when there was agitation for them to leave, what they do, they brought businessmen in name of religion to come and be exploiting us in name of resetting our people. Therefore, we are paying tight. You know that every diocese remit some huge amount of back to their country of origin, even if it's a foreign religion that come from Rome. They remit money to the papacy. The England, the other churches remit to their founding church members. What I'm saying that we Africans should come back to our roots. Request the importance of aligning yourself with your method of worship that your ancestors participated in. Believe in me, if you align yourself with the worship of Africans, it has a good moral standard. Believe in me, some people into magic, occultic, and charm. That one is not ordinary. That one is not a pure tradition. But people indulge themselves in such because they're looking for shortcuts to cut corners. Real ordinary, a traditionalist, respect the land. Ordinary, I call it that ordinary is holy. Ordinary is holy that before you always say the truth all the time. If you know the truth the way you say it the way it is without fear or favor. But what do we have today? People are not living the way it should be. But believe in me, if you come back to ordinary, align yourself with the forces of nature that came to this world with you, it will be well with you. Don't allow anybody to ask you or tell you that there is no way of that you worshiping in our ordinary method is a cake or is that of fashion or this and that, or that God Almighty will not answer you. It's a lie. Let me tell you, there's a lot of distortion and they cook a lot of falsehood in some of these books in order to make you feel inferior. Let me give you an example. Sometimes when I was with the foreign religion, they will tell you that you ask in name of so person, that if you do not ask in name of so person, that your prayer will not be answered. I said no. I said I was in India. I know there is a rich man called Tata and rest of other rich men all over the globe. I know that even some world rich men, they are not Christian today, but they are wealthy. Scientists, people all over the world. They are not only in name of somebody. They are not ending their prayer in name of one, and God Almighty still bless them. You get? Don't allow anybody to tell you that you are not asking in the name of foreign religion that your prayer will not answer. Whatever that is called miracle in foreign churches, those same miracles are happening with the Hindus or with other world religion, including other. God Almighty, the whole universe, is not a racist. He's not somebody that we say they slotted that particular portion in their books for you to remain enslaved with the European manipulation. That's what that book, I call it Roman manipulation, for you to remain a slave. Believing that is only following their own method book in that their book for you to remain get salvation. But ask them, all that people that is receiving miracle from other religion, why are they receiving miracle in their own? Since the answer asking in their own name of foreign religion. What I can tell, I come back. Don't allow anybody to teach you something that will make you be inferior coming back to your roots. I want to tackle some of the things that some people normally make some people to feel inferior, that thinking that the Oyibos, they brought something, believe in me. What they brought to us, if it's good, they won't bring to us, to us. I'm telling you. We tell you that your brother is the same faith. When people are suppressing you, they will never show up. They will never show up to show you that what they claim that is love for you is not real. What they are interested in is what they will get for Africa. It's not that interested in spiritual aspects and spiritual benefit or general well-being of we Africans. There is no way anybody can give you the secret why they associate. Let me tell you one thing. China and India are the fastest growing economy as of today. But believe me, these Asian countries, they are using their own method, their own problem. Africans, you as an individual, is successful. For you to solve your own problem, whether financially, you must introduce your own method. But for us, how do you think that the journalists will give you the secret of how such things are being done? They will not, because their interest, what they will get from us. Let's come back to our roots and reclaim what is us, starting from our morals. Okay, how will you know? You know that these Asian people, they insisted that even if they colonize them, we should not touch the morals and the values. And
Sure.
you know that even our place, we are even proud of our own. You will come to the thing, they will now ask you, do you know, okay, let me give you an example. In Africa, we are supposed to have traditional teaching in our school curriculum. Instead of teaching our people the traditional roots and in our school curriculum, our people are being forced to study the TRK, which is another human religion. By so doing, they started from childhood to mindset our children. Strategy. The strategy is from catechism classes, from Sunday schools. From there, they catch them young, knowing fully well that those young children will become fathers of tomorrow. That is the strategy they use. Those young children, they reminded out and telling them that even if we are calling you, if I need to come, let's do our New Year festival. Let's remember our forefathers, do rituals for them. He said, no, I will not do it because my church leader told me that the people that taught our forefathers how to disobey them. I'm proud to say, but that is true. The truth of the matter in Africa of yesteryears, children will never disobey their parents. That is how Africans train their children. When your father says, my son, this is the final, the child will get. But these invaders, these people that came to our people in the 18th century, they taught our children, they taught the children of that time, who later become our fathers, that they should disobey their parents. That is an abominable act. By telling those children then that they should disobey their parents. By so doing, they empower children, telling them that they should disobey their parents. And that's one of the things we are suffering today. Our children in Africa, even if you are telling them they will be behaving like people from other race. Africa have morals. Those days, children respect their parents. Today is no more because they told our children that have freedom, that they can disobey their parents and this and that. And that is why one of the reasons why high moral standard is going down even in Africa. Let's come back to our root. To tell our children that is not an elder. What their parents sitting down, even if he climb a Euro country as a child, they will not sit. That is our adage all the days. But today, they make our children not to be believing us. So if you are thinking about what people that cause high level of immorality in Africa, hold those who are the people responsible. They brought up let me tell you, even if they did not come to Africa, Africa will still develop in their own pace.
Yes.
In their own pace. It is not their religion that brought development, because the Chinese I know, the Indians I know, they embrace their religion and they are developing fantastically in terms of IT development. So you can see that development has nothing to do with their way of religion. My calling today is, we Africans, let's come back to our roots. It will always be far better for us to come back to our roots. Odinala is a tradition, not evil. If you have a wicked man as an uncle or a relative or a village man in your village, that person is naturally evil. It's not ordinary advise the person to be evil, because the core of the person know what is right. Because what's Odinala? Odinala is explain the 10 commandments in details. Because Odinala advise you to kill anybody in whatever. Because in Odinala said murder, committing murder is big taboo in Odinala. In olden days, any family that splits blood, we do a lot of cleansing, because we know that blood is bigger than water. So in Odinala, we respect blood. We don't split blood anyhow. I remember one family in my village, because of the fact that olden days they thought someone was killed. They have to run away. They run away because of the consequence of splitting blood. I am able, because so, but nowadays, because of what the foreigners brought, people no longer value morals the way it used to be in ancient time. Let's come back to Odinala. The first thing you will do in Odinala, one, if you are a new person in Odinala, first of all, do consultation to know exactly what is happening around you and in your family. If not working perfectly around you and your family, you are free to do consultation. At the consultation, make one issue, 2, 3, 4, 5 was this. Or maybe there is someone that is not happy, maybe a relative, maybe someone was somebody was maybe mistreated during his time, and that person lay a cause that is causing problem in the family. It's a simple thing. Do the needful, how to please the family, the led person, the spirit of the deceased, and everything will come back to normal. Let me paint a picture. There is a family I know. It's one something that happened now. So this particular family, the man, their grandfather got married to 2 women. He got married to one. After the first wife raised grown-up kids for children for him, he got married to a young, smaller wife. Now, those the children of the first wife started maltreating this second wife. To the extent that when the second wife was sick, he was calling for help. and none of them deem it fit to pay attention to the use word like, if the woman want to die, let her die. And before then, this woman had a son. The second wife had a son. Then when the woman cried, to the extent that the woman was like bleeding, and nobody paid attention to her and provide help, this woman to death. But before the woman died, the woman said, because of the way they mistreated her in this family, that any of their child that is married anywhere will face neglect and mistreatment, and the person will face it. The woman laid that curse on them before he died. But because the woman, and later the only child, the son the woman had with the family died. Nobody knows if they maltreated the child to the extent that the only son the woman had in the family died too. So the history of that woman was a race family, nothing like burial. They buried the woman with that normal funfair and the marriage ceremony, as a burial ceremony, that we have made the woman so to rest in peace. They did not do it. After many years, they started having a problem. The first child of the family have his own children, and all his daughters that married elsewhere. Some of them, once they got married, first one child died. The first one died. The second daughter died. The third daughter died. That is when they said, "Kai, this is not ordinary." They now, and the same is already looming for the fourth daughter of the family. Now, what they did is that they consulted after that there is, after insisted that there is a woman in that family that was not at peace, that a woman lay a curse that is causing problem for all their daughters that got married elsewhere. That is how we started seeing the issue, tracing what they call. We find out that actually their grandfather married two wives, but they never mentioned it because the woman is to be erased. They don't want anybody to mention it. And the only child, the only son of that late wife that could have raised the issue of his mother not being buried is no more, because had it been that second wife's son is still alive, he will still remember that his mother was never buried as a proper ceremony, burial ceremony.
Yeah.
So the family thinking that the woman will rest. But in the spiritual realm, the woman never rested. The woman was like, the truth must be told. Till it was revealed in Alpha. We now trace the family of that woman, that second wife, the neighboring village. We call them, and the family that they are facing challenges in their own family, because their daughter is still giving them signal that they should go and make sure that the proper thing was done on her head. Example, in Igbo land, in Africa, we believe that a woman get married, a woman is like he was borrowed from the father compound to the new compound where he's married. Reason being that in olden days, my mother told me that when a woman that got married to a man dies, that the woman comes will be taken back to father's compound. The reason being that
before you go further, hold on, Mazi.
Hello?
This thing you said, hold on. I want to say something, please. Okay. Princess, listen. I was living with a woman from Idu.
Yes.
Sometime in Abuja, she told me that anytime she dies, they are going to take her corpse back to her family to bury her there. It was strange to me. When I asked my sisters from Idu, they said they are still practicing that until now.
Even some part of Uromi, that's still doing it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the woman is from Uromi.
Yes,
so we were doing this thing before in Igbo land.
Yes, it's like that in Igbo land, my father, that Igbos used to do it. But because of region, when these white people that came to our land, they said that in marriage, husband and wife are one. Therefore, when the woman dies, that there's no need to take them back to her father's compound. That's why the Igbos now accepted that, but insisted that there's what we call Ikonangaga, meaning that on that day of burial, the woman that got married to, let's say, my family, will be buried in my own compound, but the one people, her family members will come to the burial. We will give them what we call Ongaga. I don't know how to describe it in English. We give them Ongaga, we give them rapa, we give them goat, we give them yam, give them some traditional things. They will go back with. Going back with that thing. That thing Ongaga is like those native things they normally use to. You understand?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
Where they are using firewood in the villages. There is some that kind of iron where they normally put dry meat on. So something like that. They will take it home to the woman's place. They have place of origin. And the other material things, other like rapa, goats, yam, and the rest of them. Now, although it differs from town to town, but there are some certain things that the husband people will give to the maternal, the family members of the deceased woman. They will take that thing home. It's like they are taking the spirit of the woman, so that the woman corpse is buried in her father's compound. But the spirit of the woman will follow her people father's compound. That is why we have done some of these significant things that we go back with. They will say that
sorry,
was like,
is it possible for us to go back to that again, Mazi? Can we still go back to that culture? It's very difficult now.
The thing is that because it's difficult, but in our place, if the woman family insisted that they will want to take the corpse out, and that's why in Igbo land
I want Princess to confirm. What that Princess?
Yes, now.
Yeah, I want to confirm this thing you said. Yeah, please, I'm not cutting you. Yeah, Princess, you said to me when I was discussing with you and your wife one day, we were having a group chat. You said to me that up to today in your town, in Idu, in Edo, in Godomi town, that they still carry the dead body of a woman back to the family place when the woman died. Now so, no be so. Now they do.
Yes, it's true. Even me, my husband will bear me witness.
Okay.
Where about 7-8 years ago, where my grandmother, this was 140 years that he spent in his life. Then when he died, I'm not be able to go. Then my husband, Sani Buma, he went to my family. He represents me there. When he went there, he do the burial, everything. They take my grandmother to his home. Yes, they marry my grandmother. Yes, they take him there and bury my grandmother.
Where they born your grandmother, or where they where they born him? Now there they bury him.
Yes, where they born. They take it from the husband house to the place they born at the father's house. They bury my grandmother there. Do the bury ceremony, everything, before they come to the place that he married to celebrate it again for there one day. But the 7 days is the father's house. They bury my grandmother.
Now so Mazi they talk. Say now so we been they do before they use.
Now so we they do for our faith. Now only elect the other family that they bury for anyhow when they see. But we when we do Igodomigodo. When come up for Israel, you do Igodomigodo Israel. We they take our if you marry our daughter, if that daughter die, you must take her to the parents. And when you are bringing that when the son of the woman, for example, that my grandmother, when he died, they take her to the family's house. They will check all over his body, whether they maltreat her, whether he get mark for his body, whether they maintain her well, if any error of day. That people, where he married, they must pay fine for that.
So
till when I'm talking now, that is our tradition. We are still doing it.
Thank you so much. Mazi said, Mazi, our brother here said, that's so we they do before, Igbo people they do before. So now the same culture. Why I say that, why I pause, I want to confirm saying now the same culture with the practice.
Yeah.
Have you seen what we are saying? We are the same people. It's just that we now, the religion thing enter us well. Some of our people are still keeping on to our traditions. So Mazi, continue. We
Okay,
get many
now,
questions we will ask you. We will ask
yes,
questions.
yes. The thing is that even in Igbo land today, even if in Igbo land today, when a woman is passed on, the area will be happening in two places the same day. They will do the woman burial in her husband's house, and they will be doing the woman burials in her father's house. It's still happening in Igbo land today. Even day before yesterday, I went to a burial in one of my relatives. She died. The burial ceremony is going on in her husband's house. Another burial is going on for the same woman in her father's house. So while some are doing the burial in her father's house, from that kindred, the village people, we send some representative from the village. Remember, the burial is going on in her husband's house, is going on in her father's house, but people of their father's house, we send some delegates to the husband's house, so that the husband people will give them some certain items to return home. The significance of that items that are giving them is so that they will return it to the woman's father's compound. They are trying to return the spirit of the woman back, so that in the next reincarnation, the woman will reincarnate among her people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And reincarnation is another topic you will come and teach us here. We will not go into that one now. Yes.
No problem. No problem. Anytime you are ready for that, I will come. So what I'm telling you is that our African culture is so rich. It's so rich, to the extent that anybody that embrace our culture is a culture and the tradition that makes people to live long life. But so much westernization of cook lies and rest of them make people not to be saying the truth again. And nobody is afraid of the gods of the land. I remember when I was in India, because in Odinala and our tradition believe in karma. They believe that whatever you give is what will coming back to you. Therefore, people learn how to say the truth all the time, knowing well that whatever you give so to nature, you come back to you. Like what is written in Galatians 6:7, that God can never be mocked. Whatever you sow is what you reap.
So they took that thing from our tradition now.
But because of you know that place, even if you go to their festival and lost your phone, you come back and take your phone. Nobody will take it, because they believe in karma. That is how Odinala believed before, that whatever you do will come back to you. But modern religion now was like telling our people that you can do any evil
and you are forgiven.
Because of that, people are behaving anyhow. They can invest money and just go scot-free, believing that nothing. God is full of mercy. Well, they don't want to believe in God of justice anymore. So let's all come back to our roots, so that our blessing will be ours. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. I know you just you did a bit of overall briefly. You know, we will start taking the topics one after the other when you will be coming here. Now, before I ask my question, one other Igbo wifey, you have a question? Princess, you have a question? Because me,
I don't have question. Is everything he said is the same with my place. Even when my father died, we have to take him to inside our village, my father village, not just Benin City there, inside the village.
Yes.
Benin is a city. Where Igodomigodo is a city. The Igodomigodo city have villages. So my father is from there. We take him inside the villages where he came from to bury him in his own father's compound.
Yeah, you know
Yes,
why? You know
right.
why she's saying this? Our people have learned how to bury people in burial ground. They buy. They don't even take some. Some of them don't take people back to where they come from anymore. They will just go to burial ground and start burying.
We do it according to tradition. Even though the father have house, the mother have house, they must take him or her to the father place
Mm-hmm.
where he was born
See,
to
are you
bury
seeing
him
that?
there.
Hmm.
He said it all. That is how we do it.
That's sin, and that's you people are still maintaining some of the cultures that we have thrown away. So, Princess, I don't know where you have questions, but I have to start from somewhere now. Let me ask my first question. Mazi, you have said a whole lot of things here. You have told us how when we were practicing our tradition, that the white man could not conquer us because our tradition was so strong, holding us. Now you have been talking about our tradition. You say coming back to our roots. But coming back to our root means what? You said it's a method we worship. Please, can you really go into details to tell us that method we worship? Because it's very important.
Okay, yeah, coming back to our roots means coming back to the way of our forefathers.
Mm-hmm. And what
Coming
are
back
that
to
ways?
the roots means one, you have to recognize and thank your ancestors for all the effort they made in order even that your inheritance, your family land, they
Mm-hmm.
fought for it and make sure that they kept it for their children. So
Okay.
I'm calling each and every one of us to one. Each family should set aside a day they will celebrate the ancestors. Even
Mm.
if it's the time of maybe New Year festival or any of the town festival, use that time to even break cola, do some sacrifice, pour libation, to
Mm-hmm.
thank our forefathers for working so hard for the better benefit of the children, unborn children, which we belong to. So I'm calling each and every one of African child to remember that his or her ancestors worked so hard for their well-being. That is not good and moral enough for any African child to keep calling his ancestors bad names. That is a taboo. Instead of calling bad names, they should celebrate their ancestors. That
Mm-hmm.
this is the first step. That is the first step they should do.
The first
Because
step,
if you do not
recognizing your
celebrate their own,
ancestors. Mm.
if you did not celebrate your own, who will celebrate your own? Who will blow your trumpet? If you allow the foreigners to keep blowing the trumpet of their forefathers, let me tell you, if they are here and they are calling St. Anthony of Padua in Italy, believe in me, St. Anthony will keep on answering his relatives
Of course.
before coming to answer you, the black man. But believe me, yes, but believe me, if you call your ancestors, believe me, your ancestors will answer you very fast because you have a lot of common in both of you.
Yes, thank you so much. My husband and I normally say that. Like now, I will leave my father, go to the next door neighbor, and be appreciating the father of my friends, asking them to help me do something, bless me. That man is not going to leave his children and start coming to bless me. I'm supposed to
Yeah,
go straight to my father. I cannot leave my father and go to my neighbor's house, asking their fathers to come and bless us. Yes, Matt, thank you so much. I like the way you answered it briefly because some of the things we are saying concerning us, they are all topics of their own. So I wouldn't really want to ask you more questions based on what I've asked you in this particular one. But
yeah.
Princess, pardon me. Let me ask another question. I don't know whether you have question. While we are talking about our root, you said something about Chihuahua. Chihuahua should be the god of your. I want our sisters to understand when you say Chihuahua. Can you? Because
Yes, what is,
the way we name our children, our ancestors. Look at what I normally say to people. I was arguing with my friend when I told her that I'm now a traditional person. My eyes are open, getting open every day. She was surprised. I used to be a pastor, as I'm telling you. I used to be a pastor, a minister. So she was surprised. A lot of them might say, "What?" So I said to her, "Who do you think our ancestors were when they were here?" He said they were pagans. I said, "You have been deceived." I asked myself this question. My ancestors, they are pagans and they named me Chinwe. Name somebody Chinedu. Chinasa, Chinenye, I said your other person, Chinenye, all those things. I say these people that are evil, where did they get this godly name they give to us? You understand? So when you are saying Chiowa, that we normally forget our Chionyo Wani. So please, can you explain so our sisters can also understand and all people watching? Me too, I want to know that
Yeah.
Chionyo Wani, what it
Yeah.
means.
The issue is that there was a lot of lies. As they told a lot of lies against our ordinary and traditional religion
And our ancestors.
in order to deceive a lot of
Mm.
upcoming generation. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of lies was told. Let me tell you, before the arrival of these Oyibos, our people, Africans, know God.
Mm.
Africans know the tradition that this one you cannot do this because it's abominable act. This one you cannot do this one you cannot do this. And please take your time to analyze those things each community says is abominable act. You will see them linked with the 10 Commandments that show you that we Africans, we know God before the arrival. But see what they did. They raised our history, telling that we don't have a history and everything, in order to superimpose our own with theirs. That's why they will be telling us that people are saying that they don't know God. But these people even name their children the name with the name of God because they believe that it existed. Believe in me, according to the research I made, was that the intention when they came, they were coming to Africa telling us that we don't know Chi. And our people told them that since they come to preach the gods of their land to Africans, Nigerians, we rejected them, telling them that we know Chi. And they went back and come back with more strategic means of bring your children, going to the obese and the village head, telling them to bring their children so that they will learn how to read and write, so that they will be able to communicate with the Oyibos. Our forefathers gladly sent their children for education. See what these people did? They slot their religion into the school curriculum. So that when they send their child to learn education, they will use the opportunity to tell him about their own Chi. You see the reason. From there, they will be telling our children first about our own tradition. That's their strategy. Then concerning what you said about Chi, Chionyowa Mado is every human being have a guardian angel. Every human being has a spirit being. Yeah, Chionyowa is the closest being to you. Is the protector, is the one that will be interceding on your behalf, communicating in the spiritual realm, bringing your challenges, presenting to the spiritual world. Now, the church people call them guardian angel, but in Ghana we call them Chionyowa Mado. Then, meaning if you are head of your Chi, the guardian angel, you will run tire. Then one of our adage says, if Chionya Deginizu is in a chair, meaning if your guardian angel, your Chionyowa is not in support of any evil planning against you, you will live long and grow gray hair. That is why that you are supposed to be in good relationship with your guardian angel, your Chionyowa, so that your Chi will always protect you. Example, if there is this particular child that living in the same compound with you, maybe it's not your child, but this child normally greet you very well, give you respect. Anytime you want to buy something, you say, Auntie, can I help you to get this thing? Now, maybe on a particular day, you are walking down the street and you saw that this particular child is having challenges with maybe his fare, the transport fare with maybe a taxi man or whatever, or having some issues with your other children. You will stop and say, what is the problem? You are going to be interested in his own or her own issue. Say, what is the problem? You say, maybe because of money or disagreement or whatever. You will intervene for the simple fact that this particular child do respect you. Is it not true?
It is.
You will intervene because this child normally give you respect. So the same thing with you and relationship with your Chionyowa. If you are a type that normally recognize your Chionyowa, believe in me, Chiachi will always be interested in your matter. Like example, you start with this. Anytime you are going out, you tell Yachi, my Chi, I'm going out today. Protect me, guide me, lead me with good people. Let me receive favor. Let man love me, let woman love me. See what I'm going out for. Let me receive favor. You can, if you have anything, you can pull it and go out. Then if you come back, he say, I'm back. Oh, thank you for bringing back home safely. What I went for was successful, or what I went for wasn't all that successful, or what I went for did not succeed at all. Please let tomorrow be better. By so doing, they are building cordial relationship and interaction with their guidance. And they are doing all those being close to guidance. With this, believe in me, it's like your child that always confide in you and share her problem or his problem with you. Believe in me, you always like to know his challenges or her challenges and in order to help, because it always comes to you. So let's start from trying to establish good cordial relations with our spirit guide, because our spirit guide knows the way. He knows where to take our challenges and complain to in the spiritual realm. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. So another question concerning this Chionyowa. Like now I'm a woman, can my Chionyowa be a man?
Yes. The thing is that there is some people that because of their previous earth life, maybe there is what we call a EO1 model. EO1 is like some women, maybe because of what they passed through in their previous earth life, they said, in the next world, I will be a man. This thing is not just ordinary male word speaking, because some of these words sometimes we say it verbally without knowing that those things spiritual. By the time you say in next world, because of I have given birth to children and none of them is benefiting me, or I got married and I suffered in the hands of man. In my next world, I'm not interested in getting married. That is become an EOA. It's oath taking of life.
Oath taking.
Okay. Literally in your previous earth life, in your this present earth life, it can be coming to play in your life. You understand? Because you are the one that said in your next earth life, meaning this one you are staying now, because it's the oath you took in the previous earth life, saying that this one you are not taking, you are not interested in any man. It can be plain unless if you retake that EOA. There is a way we normally do that so that you were able to say what I have said out of ignorance or out of anger.
Okay, for example,
Yes.
Maybe if I have come out before in the other world, maybe I said, I would love to be a man in the next world.
Maybe, you know why?
Now, can I be a woman and my chua will be a man and be following me? Is that what?
Yes.
Am I going to come out to be a man?
Yes, the thing is, even if you said the men are so domineering, maybe you are a woman in the previous earth life, inside you the spirit of a woman is there, but he said, okay, in this present earth life, I wish to be a man, because I wish to be enjoying some kind of freedom as a man in Africa. He wish to be a man. Is your longing? Is what you, because in spiritual realm we are given a kind of freedom. You long to be a man. So and they want to have the masculine, the masculine attributes. So since you are what you long for, what you wish for, in the spiritual realm you might be permitted to come in this present life. You have the man physique, you have the man attribute, but inside you still have this tender and the soft spot like a woman. But in the physical body, you have all the attributes of a man. You get, but
yes,
you will not be having strong, bold mind and this thing of a man, because inside you.
I'm sorry.
Of a woman, yes.
Excuse me.
Oh, you know what? If you want to say something, yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
But do you know there are not all women you see physically? Like some women you see daily basis. We see different kind of women. Not
Yes.
all of them are truly woman. You know that?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I am not talking of this modern day
that's what he's saying.
transgender. I am not talking of this modern day transgender.
Yes, I
Many
know.
in the
Yes.
spirit. They
Yes,
are men.
inside them. Inside
And
them.
they do go to disturb people in the silent hour, which is the night.
Yes.
They do evil with that their spiritual second male body.
Yes.
There are
Yes.
very many.
Yes. There are some
Apart
people
from
that.
what she's saying, what she's asking now, what Sister Sister Shiwe is asking now. Apart from what she's asking, there are ladies, women that are not really women in the
Yes. Yes.
spiritual world.
Yes, that's what I'm
And
saying.
these people, they do torment people spiritually at night.
Yes. I
And
know. That's what
only
I'm saying.
those that have eyes can see them, that the person troubling them at night is a woman in man form.
Yes. Yes. That's
But
what I'm
some
saying.
people don't know, they don't have eyes. They will be saying, a man came and the man did this to me at night. But those that have eyes know that the person that comes to them is a woman in a man
Yes.
form.
A woman, yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
You do have
there are
to.
people
That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying.
You do
I
Yeah,
have,
just,
that's
I
I just want
understand,
you to know this.
Yes. That
And they are not normal. They are not good people.
maybe they are wearing a woman physical body, but their spirit is a man. Then,
Yeah.
then the same thing is vice versa. So, but all these things is some certain things what some people wish to. Normally, I normally call them distorted soul because genuinely they are not genuine woman. Then for some men, they are not genuine man. You understand? Because there is some of kind of distortion. Because it's supposed to be
men demon
what,
in woman form.
yes, because it's supposed to be what you are inside, supposed to be what you are outside. Understand?
Exactly.
Yes,
yeah,
but
That is why they are
I
demons.
understand your own aspect of it. I also understand what he's saying. The explanation he's giving to me is very clear to me also. I got the answer I'm looking for. Yeah. Now, thank you so much, Wife, for bringing that one. Princess, you get question, please. They ask me, I get question. You know, all this kind of thing make me.
I want to ask Betty concerning reincarnation.
yeah.
Whether it's true that when someone dies, he will come back again.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for your question. The truth of the matter is that the mystery of reincarnation is real. The reason is that every human spirit was allocated with a number of time to be here on earth to mature. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Okay. Every human spirit, okay, let's say where we started in the spirit world. As a in the spirit world, you are not conscious of who you are. That's why human spirit does not even know that it was existed as a spirit job. So because of that, the proximity of the spirit world will make it is hot that human spirit is unconscious of who they truly are. That's why they were allowed to come to the world that is cooler region where the consciousness will be regained. And when the human spirit is here and born as a child, the person started growing, you were allocated a number of time, years, for you to mature and come back to spiritual world as a conscious human spirit. Then, by then you know who you are, and you start joining in furthering creation. Now, but if you come, now no single soul will be able to exhaust his own time in one single earth life.
Okay.
So, example, if you are located like let's say 600 years, in that 600 years, he can come to in the world like 5, 6, 7, 8 times, depending that he will be coming this one, live 100 years, come another one, live 8 years, come another one, just like that. But in at the expiration of that year, allocated time allocated to you, then and you refuse to mature as a human spirit, then you will face what is called total annihilation. That is why it's mentioned in even the Bible that the name of the person will be expunged in the book of life. the person existence, in spiritual realm will be exposed. Now it means that the person will no longer, the spirit will no longer exist in the spiritual realm. That is the total damnation the Bible is talking about. You are no longer, yes, their opportunity to reincarnate is number. And you know, one thing is that you will not know if this present life is your last one or you still have more to come. But another one thing is sure, no human spirit on earth is here for the first time. That one is already established. Now, why you will not? Another question will be, what if it's true that there is reincarnation? Even Jesus, when he was asked, who people think he was, he says, they say you are one of the Elijah, you are one of the prophets of the old that came back. If reincarnation was not exist, Jesus would have used the opportunity to tell them that there is nothing reincarnation. But Jesus remained silent concerning reincarnation. And even the Jews, they know that reincarnation exists. That's why they know that they were telling that when Jesus comes, he must be one of the prophets of the old. Understand? Because they know that reincarnation exists. Again, if you say reincarnation does not exist, how do you expect a child that was born today and they died next week to be rewarded with a whatever paradise or whatever good is, which he did not work for?
That's another topic. Yeah.
Yes, I'm coming. God Almighty is not Father Christmas that will reward you for what you were for not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe before I conclude now is that some people will ask why, if it's real, why is it that people will not remember who they were, whether they are professor in the previous life? The reason is simple. The reason is simple in the sense that what makes human being is the spirit, the soul. What is that is the core man. Their earthly clock, the body and shape you took as a female or a man, that one is for you to live here on earth. Because spirit alone cannot stay on earth, except the spirit is clothed with the body. The body is what is holding the spirit to live. That is why when the body was seriously injured, accident or whatever, the body will no longer radiate radiation that normally burn the spirit and the body. Then when the body is seriously damaged to the extent that they will not radiate that radiation that will bring bonding with the spirit goes back. Now, why you will not know who you are is that your academic, your knowledge or whatever is stored in the brain. Your frontal brain is where knowledge is stored. And that your frontal brain and whatever is part of your body. And when somebody dies and goes 6 feet, that particular body will decay. The only thing that benefits the spiritual, the spirit is the knowledge, the maturity you learn from this particular earth life. What you are experiencing is the only mark, the only thing that impress the spirit. That is the only lesson the spirit learn. That whatever you learn on earth implies in the spirit. That is the only thing the spirit will go take and go back and take on another fresh body, including fresh brain. Why? Because the previous brain used to be a professor and all the academic qualifications have been decayed. The only thing that benefited the spirit is whatever experience he learned that benefited the spirit. Now, why you will know that some spirits are more mature than other, depending on how many earth life and how many experience they have gotten from their previous earth life is this. If you see children of, like say, 10 years, doing like 5, 6 of them, allow them to behave, you see that some of them behave more maturely than others. You get some behave more intelligent than others. Maybe they are from the same family, you understand? They are from the same family, but because of their previous earthly existence, some are more spiritual and more mature spiritually than others because of what they have acquired from their previous earth experiences. So that is why, only except few individuals, some mystics that was permitted to see a faint idea of who they were in the previous earth life, but they are very minor. It's only few mystics that was allowed to peep into their previous earth life and know actually have an idea who they were. It's only minor individuals that have this gift. You understand? But other ones, then you will not know who you are, because where they install all the academics and whatever knowledge of written, follow the care when the person goes to speak. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. I still have another question before I will tell you how I know about the recalculation. Can I ask the question?
Okay, now let me round this one because I have limited time, but I have another.
He said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said that by 2:30 he should be going out. So, Princess, I'll allow you to go. I'll allow you because I will allow you to do.
Now, let me tell you this story. I'll end my story with this story. After that, I will leave, but I promise you I will be soon back, more than you expected. I can tell you before in the next 2-3 weeks I will be back again.
Thank you so much. But allow Princess to answer. Allow her to ask that question, please.
Okay, ask the question. Ask the question.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know, maybe when somebody you believe that spirit appear to any person they like to appear to, they will tell us the things that is happening in this world. Do you believe that?
Yes, it do happen. It's a real fact. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you a story. What happened in Igbo land recently? There is this particular husband and wife that they used to stay in Abuja, and at the stage, two of them started having some differences and issues concerning their marriage. And at the stage, the man said he's done with the marriage. The man took the woman back to her village in Imo State. Now, when they took the woman back, the woman have stayed for like 3 months. The man said it's over, that he's no longer interested. This woman one day started crying and went and used cola, go to where his late father was buried. He went there and started crying in the grave and tell his late father, are you happy that your daughter was sent packing just like that? That he knew that he did not do anything, commit any evil against this man, that he still loved this man. That the man just out of a sudden just hate her just like that. To the extent of bringing her back home. After crying, he prayed with that cola and dropped it in her father's grave. She told me that in that same night, he had a dream where her late father visited her and said, my daughter, he hold her hand, and suddenly where they met them, he saw themselves is in her husband's compound. Immediately they entered the compound. His late father called the late father of that is her husband. Okay. Call the man. Yes, Mr. Okoro. He used to call him Mr. Okoro. This my daughter was given to you when many years ago when your son came to marry her. Make sure that this your house enter her. Immediately he woke up. In less than 1 month, he was in the house, father's compound. The husband from Abuja drove in and said, woman, bring your belongings and children. Let them go back to Abuja. That is how they reconciled to date. Even last week, the woman had gave birth to another child. Are you getting me? So what I'm telling you that the spirit actually go messages. It's because if you believe them and send them for message, believe in me, they normally appear and deliver it for whom they wish to give message for mercy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were saying because of your time, I wrote a lot of things I wanted to ask you, but I'm going to ask you.
No problem. I can tell you.
We will ask you because you told me you will leave by 2:30.
Yes. I can assure you I will be back.
Thank you so much. And before you go, before I appreciate you, next time you're going to come, I would like you to speak about ROC.
No problem.
Yes, that is very important. There was a day we brought ROC in the platform here because of some allegation, and the people were seeing it in a very wrong way. I would like you to explain. I would like you to come and do justice.
No problem. I will do that.
Yeah. So
Thank you very much. Please, this question that I stopped, I wanted to ask you more questions. The next time we will start where I stop.
Of course.
So that spirit of a thing that they appear, that come to person, I really want you to explain it to the whole world to know. That
no problem. I will do just that. Thank you.
And if you will tell your own story, you know you wanted to tell a story, but then when next
yes, I will after Ogbuefi go, I will tell me about it.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oyibo wifey, what do you have to say to Ogbuefi?
I have nothing to say because it's not new to me. It's something I already know.
It's new to me. Ogbuefi, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, wonderful ladies. Thank you.
I start to say bye-bye. Umuada is saying bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye, sir.
Bye.
Appreciate your coming.
All right.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for telling us. Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.
Go well. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Wow, we are back. Umuada, looking so it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Can you give me a chance to talk to somebody here?
Do you really want to
I want to talk to somebody here. What is this name again? Justice Holiness, ESN. Listen to me. The people of 21 million are not among us here. If you want to know, go and look for them. They are Rosemary and Amaka. You understand me? You are watching me now. You say until you finish the 21 million you collected here. Listen to me very carefully. The people who have 21 million are not among us. They are Amaka and Rosemary. Amaka have 20 million, Rosemary have 1 million. So they are not here. We are not 21 million people.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, pretty woman. You've answered. At times, you know, some of them, they are distracting us. We are not going to be distracted. We know where we're going to. We are sent on a mission. So much for taking your to even talk to them. Too pretty to start answering everybody.
Your network is waving.
It's waving. I say you're way too pretty to come.
No need for you to read. You don't see me. If they are commenting rubbish, I don't listen to that. Don't look them. Let them say. Our ancestors will pluck all of them out.
He say they are scared of it. So Umuada, we've done so well today, and I don't know, are we coming out within the week so we can also? Are we coming out? I would like to
talk about Wednesday. How it's going to be.
Yeah, if you can come out on Wednesday, I will love that. Let's talk about why our people are not proud of themselves, especially our natural hair. I carry my natural hair since a few years ago, so since 2017. I'm proud of myself, and we will tell our people why we should not be inferior.
I made a decision about my hair a long time
ago.
Almost getting to 5 to 6 years now. I don't want women to touch my hair anymore.
Yeah, of course. So I wear my natural hair. So I would like us to talk to our young growing children.
That's why I'm cutting my hair, my natural hair.
Yeah.
I don't say people should do it. This is just my personal thing.
No. You know, most of us do it because we don't know what we are doing. We are going to talk to our daughters that we are beautiful, naturally beautiful. And some of us feel that when we don't bleach our body, make our hair like Oyibo, we don't look beautiful. No, Africans are so beautiful, naturally beautiful. So
right from school age, I've been carrying low cuts.
Yeah, that's
until 5 years ago, when I wake up, I said, I don't want women to hold my hair anymore. I start cutting my hair. If I go to a barber salon, it's only men that cut my hair.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the spirit just lead me so.
That is how your chi is leading you. That I can see. So, but we're going to talk about it. So some of us cannot, our young growing children, when they are seeing themselves, they should appreciate who they are. So they don't live the fake life we have lived. Even if you want to go and do something to your hair, but just know that you just want to do, not because you feel that you are not better, that the way God created you is not good. So you must look like this kind of people before you become bold, you become beautiful. So we're going to talk about it because we are trying to help the next generation, not this one. So when they grow and look at themselves and be proud of themselves. We are Africans, we are black, it's beautiful. We are chocolates. We have different colors. You know, some of us are lighter than
Black
the
is
other people.
supernatural beautiful.
Beautiful. So, oh, mother.
Black is God.
Yes.
Black is goddess.
Yeah, so I have a lot of stories I'm going to talk concerning that. I appreciate the man that came today, and I'm telling you, viewers, when you watch this program, because it's so educating, please share so people can also go and listen to it.
Yeah.
We must return back to our roots. I have a lot of questions I would have asked the man, but time didn't permit us. Umuada, we are going to go, and then we'll be back here on Wednesday.
Can we hear my music once more again, please?
Yeah, so I'm going to play that music.
You're going to talk story about that music that you put. You said.
Yes, I want us to hear it now.
Yes, see, where are you going? Let Olivo Wifi explain that music.
No, it's about the Ikoka. The people.
The music again.
Oba told them to come and farm for
let her talk about the story, then I will play the music. Yeah, go ahead.
It's about Ikoka. One village they call Ikoka. Oba want to enslave them. Then they said, here, when you want to eat, you want to prove that you are a man, you have to go to farm like every other one. So you have to come and bend down like every other chief, every other title man who go to the farm to farm and make food for themselves. You know, my father used to say, time of Odi days, how they know big man, how they know chief title man is a man who is able to make the yam grave. You will build it like this. You will see all his yam. Yeah, a good farmer. He have a yam bar. When you go to the side of a house, you will see them. You will see all the things he do. You have workers, all these things. Oba want to, he want to enslave them. Then they said they will not work for Oba. So the king was angry and he lay cost of them. He said their ground will not produce food, that they will suffer till they die. Upon the cause he caused them, that village is still alive till today. Oh. They are still living, oh. They are still family, they are still eating. He is the one that come to thief. He is the one that come to rape our women. He is the one that come to claim our ancient shares, which we want him to leave. That is why I say this music must go on. The Oba is a lazy man with Yoruba juju that come to steal our place. He steal our chair, use our women. That is why I love this music. He said, happiness not let us happy because of the Oba.
Yes, sir.
How they swear when they swear for the music? It don't be. If they no people don't wake up saying a lie.
Yes,
Because it deceives our land.
Okay.
It deceives
the woman they killed. The woman they killed, they are lying that the woman died because of love. The woman's spirit is destroying everywhere now. She comes to revenge.
If that spirit is roaming about, he said the sacred father of Oba the lie this one.
Yeah.
He did not die himself. When they go to lay it, they bring family to do so that he too not be able to talk to Oba. They use it to put sacrifice as a man. Nobody will come and say any word concerning Oba. But now, if they no people wake up now to fight for Biafra land, to fight for
this woman she's talking about, so when they want to bury her, they shake her hand, oh, because they know she will come to fight.
Yeah.
They tie her hand to bury her.
Hey,
and they are telling lies that the woman died for love. If he died for love, why would I go tie a hand? And the place they bury her, they do some sacrifice that she will not come back and fight. Wicked people.
Yeah.
That place, not be that place they bury them, a bush they go to where. They're not bury them there. They just lie to injure people. They lie. That place where they gather, not be there.
Disturbing people.
You say no, in no fact, Morioba. Where you say all it? Now you get the land.
Don't mind
They
them.
get the land.
This slave when they hypnotize, they no one get sense.
Yeah.
So see their women, that one way they talk this thing say come from this thing that's the place where they talk that lie history there, where see they happen the woman. They don't know, they just deceive all the whole youth. They deceive everybody. Turn everything upside that they found the history for school so that make the secret knowledge. But it don't know folk will come out. Because it's there for they use the name. Now if they make never they use the name, they free. But as the either the new people come hide for the back of it, they talk now.
Yeah.
Now if they tell me I should bring it, to come out yesterday. I bring her come out. Give her the white bee. Wear her. They not hide for it. The truth must be told according to the story of it.
Yeah.
The truth about the name must tell it to the Igbo people who they are. That's the word of the Christian people. You must tell it who they are. Who is the owner of the land? If they say the author of the name must tell the Jew, the region of the holy, the Jew, who they are, where they come from, who is the owner of the land of the Jew.
Yeah.
If they not will say yesterday, I should announce it, I should bring it one out. I bring it out. Give her what be. He no die for love. Over really use them to marry you. Make all the holy two not wake up to ask her question. But now the marriage is not people. It's not for. They
No
must
matter
tell the
how he
people.
try to pretend, church will not
Yeah.
help Oba of Benin.
He
He's
can not die
just
for
going
love.
to church to mock at
Now
them. They
people are
don't
not
know.
being high for each
Church
other.
will not help him. Oba must leave Igodomigodo land. That church is going to sit down. Will not help him. He's just going there to make formality. Oba never see nothing. That palace will be so hot for him, eh? All those people coming to throw
Unless
miracle
if not
for
the
him,
woman born
they
of
will
our
see
name, I
something
go
bigger
people
than
work.
them.
If na woman born her, if they say na woman to come out. He must tell Biafra. He must tell Igbo people who is the owner of the land. That's the word of eternity.
It's going to happen.
Secret.
It's going to happen. Like Ogbuefi said, for everything to go right, we have to go back to our roots. If we go back to our roots,
Betray
things will
Biafra.
change.
This for his father that betrayed Biafra for so many years. Collect what belongs to them. You that come from Ilete, you that come from, you are a Muslim person. You carry out full everywhere. They keep people for region. One woman, when he passed the Mediterranean Sea of 6 times, come out say, why? Need they bring up down for Igbo people. What is it? Upper, kill their daughter when be there. Kill Igbo daughter when be there. Upper of the name. If they say must come and tell the other people, the owner of the land. The owner of the land. What will be the meaning of Idu and Oba? What will be the fight when they fight Idu and Oba? What will be the fight? If they say make Oba really explain to the world the meaning of Idu and Oba, why not una go see truth, una go the banner? They go do meeting secretly. Bring one small girl come and make all the challenge the God of the land. Make the challenge the
He
ancestors.
said she crossed Mediterranean. She crossed Mediterranean Sea 6 times.
She had the
She's not
permission
ashamed to say
that
that.
not as well, the truth must come out according to the only of Christian, the first way.
He said.
We're not going to see the answer for what it belongs to them. We're not going to manipulate una blood, go put all the whole region of Biafra. Una go say, not be them get the land. They are the owner of the two. All the whole region of the two. Now, get it to una be owner. All of Benin are visitors for that land. That is the word of the
Tell them.
Since many years, you don't say to celebrate with them. when they still say the truth, maybe they go native doctor, tell them, maybe they go
Just
celebrate them.
last month
Maybe
they
go forgive
celebrate
them.
them. I mean this month.
Go,
They say they are
go make it
making
forgive their sin. If they don't
remembrance of
come out, that is
Eden.
how they bring
And look
people out
at
from
them. What do they
and
know
to put
about
white beef.
Eden?
So,
What do they know? What
if
did
they
they know
can never
about
forgive
Eden? What did they
until
celebrate?
they come, until they let the Igbo know, all the whole region, we are one family.
Yeah, we are one family. We are one family.
We are one family.
Thank
They
God
should
we
not
are
try to
knowing.
come and
Thank God,
to tell us
the truth
to
of the
inform all
matter.
the whole people. We are one
The
family.
truth of the matter is
Three
that we know
families,
now. Umuada, we are going to call it a day. We are going to say bye-bye till Wednesday. The music is...
okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate
Okay,
you.
my people, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. God bless
Thank you.
you.
Bless
We
you. Bless
enjoy
you.
today. We come your way same time next week. Sister Shiwe.
We'll be on Wednesday. We'll come, but on Saturday, on Sunday or Saturday, we will know the program that is going to come out. We don't know yet, but the program is going to come out. We will let them know by then.
Okay.
Umuada, you look so beautiful.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
I used to.
Bye.
Yeah.